அனைவருக்கும் வணக்கம். I am Lghsc Sherlin, Standard 7, studying Lghsc Girls Higher Secondary School. I am also a student of Junior IAS Academy.
இன்னைக்கு நம்ம ஹியூமன் anatomy லெசனில் சிம்பிள் மாலிக்யூல்ஸ் கெமிக்கல் காம்பவுண்ட்ஸ்னால் என்னன்னு நம்ம டீட்டெயிலாக பார்க்கலாம். வெல்கம் ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸ், pleasure morning to all. Today we are going to discuss about human anatomy. What's the topic? Human anatomy. First, we see the introduction to anatomy. In this lecture, first of all, I would like to clearly define the objectives of this lecture so that at the end of lecture you should be able to understand first the definition of anatomy followed by the various subdivision of anatomy, normal anatomy position, various planes of the body and terms of relations, various movement of the body. So, we like to see one by one which is actually listed here. Now, first coming to the definition, what is anatomy? So, what do you mean by anatomy? And you all know very well that once when we talk about anatomy, immediately what comes to our mind is the dissection or the dissection classes which we encountered in the first MBBS course. Another apart, Anna, Tom or Tommy means and the cutting processes. The process of actually cutting and seeing is actually called as anatomy, and the same meaning also applies to the dissection. Dissection means you all know that sectioning. Section means cutting. So this is a part and sectioning process. So the process of cutting a part is actually called as dissection. So this is why applied to that anatomy and dissection go together. They cannot be separated because that is no anatomy without dissection. Now, before going into the some basic of anatomy, just let us stay to understand our human body is made up of. So, here clearly demarcator is start from the molecular level. It we start from simple molecules. So basically this molecular start are certain atoms, and these molecules what happens, they try to form certain chemical compounds, or again we call them molecules such as protein molecules, fat molecules, carbohydrate molecules, minerals and vitamins. Now these molecules, especially we all know that protein molecules are very indispensable. They are responsible for the various functions or the cell. They synthesize so many hormones or enzymes, all those things. What happens next to these molecules? இன்னைக்கு நம்ம ஹியூமன் அனட்டாமியில் சிம்பிள் மாலிக்யூல்ஸ் கெமிக்கல் காம்பவுண்ட்ஸ் பற்றி பார்த்தோம். நம்ம நெக்ஸ்ட் வீடியோவில் மீதியை பார்க்கலாம்.